evening of wow, living life in wonder, openness, and wisdom. So we are getting ready for our celebration launch party. So as guests are coming in, I'm going to play a quick intro video that will kickstart off our evening celebration. So give me one moment while I cue things up. All right, here we go. Okay, just making sure if you are watching this in our Facebook group, the WOW Concept Public Group, please feel free to interact and join us in the chat. And if you have the Zoom link by invitation, you're more than welcome to join us on Zoom, but please make sure that you're on camera. So we will get started here in just a few minutes as people are coming in, and I'm going to play that video right now. All right, let's see here. I have to cue it up first, so one moment. Let's see here. Takes a little bit of wiggle room. All right, I've got it up on the screen. Enjoy this preview. All right, welcome everyone. So nice to see all the authors once again. Welcome to your celebration party. Congratulations. And we've got guests in the room, so welcome to all of you. Thank you so much for all your support too. And we are live now. Deborah, do you want to kick us off with a few opening remarks?
Thank you, Olivia. Well, first I have to say how much I love those candy canes on those glasses. And thank you everyone for being here. This is so exciting. It's been a long time coming for all of us, and it is so wonderful to be here to celebrate at this time of year. And I'm just excited that we're all here together. So thank you, Stuart. Thank you. It's very early in the morning for you. And if you got your kids or dogs or cats or whoever wants to join in, let them be. It's a party, a family party, so everybody gets to celebrate together. And Olivia, I want to also thank you for hosting this, and for LaDonna doing such a great job on our Facebook, and for you doing such a great job with our social media. It's like, wow, yes, big clapping.
Wow.
Thank you. So people are coming in. We love to see you on camera. So please turn on your camera so we can see you. And then we're also live streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and the public group of the WOW concept. So feel free to interact and chat with us there too. We'll be monitoring the chat as well. All right. So as we, why don't we go around the room and just say a few words about what this experience has been like? You know, maybe perhaps share in the practice of WOW. What has been a WOW moment for you?
Who wants to start?
Well, I would say that my biggest wow was the support of Deborah and just the encouragement and knowing that I could do this. So thank you, Deborah, and thank you for all of the encouragement. And I'm full of gratitude. So thank you.
Oh, thank you. Right back at you. You have a great story. I love it. So thank you for being the first one. Who's next?
I can go next. Can you hear me okay? I've just had some issues with Zoom, so just let me know.
We can hear
Okay,
you.
great stuff. So I would like to piggyback on that statement and say the organization behind the whole project, that's you, obviously, Olivia and Kelly, and that's been phenomenal. It's not often you get such a high level of professionalism in this type of project. Plus the fact, obviously, the dedication of the authors, the co-authors, they're very, very special. So it's been really a nice, a very, very nice collaboration effort, and I'm very grateful for that.
Thank you, Stuart. I really appreciate that. I didn't pay anybody to say this either, just so everybody knows.
No, the bills are coming though, don't worry.
So who wants to go next? Don't be shy. Come on, we can't all talk at once. I'm going to start picking on people if you don't choose. Tony, you go next. How about? In
Tell
case
me
you
what we're
gotta
doing
go.
and I'm happy to go. Just tell me what
Tony,
we're doing. I walked in late. Sorry.
We're
we
just
missed you on
introducing
Author
ourselves.
Roundtable.
Oh, okay. Thanks. So Tony, currently in Austin, Texas. I want to thank everyone. And I've been reading pieces and chapters of each one of you guys. I'm excited to have the books. They have all arrived. Thank you, Deborah, so much. And they're all going to have a bow around them, and each one of the kids gets one because it's written about their father. So I love it. And at the same time, I mean, it's not written with any gloss on it. It's written as a reality. And if anyone else that gets it understands or is going through addiction and you know, trying times and putting up with people, like my favorite saying is, it's easy to get married. Just staying married is a whole different amount of work. So in the end, thank you, Deborah, for allowing me to share the story, and hopefully it helps others who are going through that as well. And in the end, love won, and I'm so proud that we stuck it through 33 years. And I can look back and I'm proud of the fact that we stayed married and that we were able to enjoy life. So
Well,
thank you guys for sharing that with me. I appreciate
That's a wow story for sure. For sure it is. So thanks, Tony, for being part of this. Tony is the founder of Week of Kindness and Standout Stars. So we're delighted to have her here today too.
Oh,
so.
it's my pleasure. But by the way, guys, we've got to share your story on the show. So let's get you in there. And Deborah's got connections. So just talk to her if you'd like to speak on our show, and she'll tell me immediately. Yeah.
That we will. That's our
most-
next step. That'll be the next step. Tony and I have to talk first, and then we'll be introducing that. So I don't want to overwhelm you with everything. So, Mila, I think you should go next because after all, we met through Tony's Week of Kindness. So
Oh, Mila's the best. Yeah. Hi, Mila.
Hi, Tony. Good to see you. Yeah, I love being in the Week of Kindness. I did it twice already, and I want to come again. I'd love to be one of your interviewers if you still need me. And I love meeting Deborah. Deborah, you've been a real force in my life, and I really love our friendship, how it's growing and everything. And this whole book has been fun to work on. Everybody's stories are so great. And of course, it's always exciting to hold your book in your hand. I love this workbook. I think it's so beautiful. And just to hold every book you make in your own hands is a magical moment. And I have to thank Olivia again for everything. Everything.
Well, this has been great. And I treasure our friendship too, Mila, that like I say, you know, it's so wonderful when you do some of these events, you know, like Week of Kindness and the people you meet. I've known Tony for quite some time, but we met at an event. It was an in-person event. And then through Tony, I met Mila, and oh my goodness, so many of the authors have come through Mila because we're all in Cinderella monologues together. So, you know, it's just it's so fun to, you know, write books with your friends. You know, it's great. So and you know, everybody's meeting other people through each other. So that's great. So thank you, Mila. And thank you for editing the book with me. That was a huge help as well. So that's really appreciated too. And she did an amazing job. So, okay, who wants to go next? I think we've got quite the audience here that would like to, you know, hear. Olivia, what about you?
No, I just want to give a shout out because we have some comments coming through the chat. So Connie thank you so much for chatting with us here. And she commends Stuart on your chapter. She just started reading your chapter, Stuart. And thank you, Connie, for watching. Yeah, so Connie Phil, big shout out to you. So thank you for your participation.
Thank you for being
here.
I
think that deserves an extra spin on the wheel of names.
There you go.
Commentary. You go. So stay tuned, Connie. Stick around.
We have several prizes coming up and several things to share. So yeah, stick around, because if you bought a book, your name is on that wheel. So there's gift certificates and all kinds of things that people are offering. So we're going to go over that in a bit. But who wants to share their WOW story or a little bit about their Lois? Okay, go ahead.
Well, I would like to say to actually share the WOW for Deborah, because I heard about WOW a few years ago when Deborah and I first met. And all I want to say to Deborah is, wow, look at it. Look, the movement has started. So, wow. And thank you so much for having me be a part of it. I think it's great. And my wow will be when I actually get a copy of the book and the playbook, because I think I'm at the North Pole. I haven't got anything yet. So looking super excited to actually hold it in my hands. So thank you so much. And Olivia, oh my gosh, you just make this so much fun. Thank you.
Yes, that's for sure. And holding it is pretty special. Amazon, being Santa's helpers, are really backed up right at the moment. So they're working as fast as they can to get the sleigh loaded. So there you go. It'll arrive. They're all been ordered and promised they're arriving. You know, hopefully they get here before Christmas, but there might be some that don't quite make it, but that's okay. They will be delivered. So it's great. So who wants to go next? Thank you, Lois, for that. And thank you for always being so supportive. You and Tony have been with me the longest on this journey, and you've both been hearing about WOW for a long time. And of course, my family hears about it all the time. So they must be really glad that this has finally started. So yeah, I'm so blessed to have the support I do. So I'm so grateful. So who wants to go next? Raise a hand. Start talking. Okay, Tammy, you're up.
How are you?
Great.
This is very, very exciting to be in another book with you, Deborah and Mila. And to see Olivia again. Olivia, your glasses and the candy canes, you're so festive tonight. You look beautiful, as does everybody else. But yes. And again, like Lois, I cannot wait to get the book in my hand. I'm like 2 days after Christmas is when mine's supposed to come, but that's all right. So very, very exciting. Thank you again, Deborah, for this opportunity and to be with all of you. It's just wow. There's no other word for it.
Well, and for everybody out there, Tammy's story is very powerful. And you want to read every story in this book. I am so impressed with all of the stories and the vulnerability that every author showed and shared, like no book I've ever really been a part of before. So I am really, really thrilled for that. So thank you all again, and thank you, Tammy. You'll get your book. You'll get it.
Yep.
maybe somebody that maybe somebody that you ordered for, or somebody who bought a book through you, will have it and show it to you.
Yes. My son's girlfriend already got hers, so I'm very excited. I think she might maybe bring hers on Christmas Day. So very excited to see it. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I'm very happy about that. So, all right, who wants to go next? Where's Ms. Katie Mag? There she is with her love.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I got my book. Very excited. I got a few friends actually. I was told we wouldn't get ours till after Christmas, but we all got them. Unfortunately, I didn't tell my 20-year-old he was getting a book, and he was all excited. And then he opened it and he's like, "Oh, Mom, it's your book." But he's like, "It's a playbook." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, okay." So he started looking at it. But it's very interesting. The playbook is awesome. I love every story that I've read so far. I'm looking forward to Christmas, even though I do have the Grinch.
Oh, jeez. And Katie's story is pretty powerful too, everybody. So, it's like I say, every story in the book is powerful. So I really encourage you to read. And hey, we love reviews. Positive reviews are good. Let us know what you liked. And maybe even a few things you didn't. They can't all be perfect, right? It's okay to let us know. But I think you're going to really like them. So thank you, Katie. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Olivia, who else do we have that you want? Your turn to pick somebody.
We see Kelly just joined. So Kelly,
Put her
let's
on
hear
the
from
spot.
Kelly. Yes.
Hey, Kelly.
Hi, everybody. Oh boy, how you guys doing? Sorry, I just got home and had an eye appointment, so I officially now need glasses all the time. So darn it.
Wow, they look nice.
No, these are my old ones that I've been wearing. I didn't get new ones yet, but I thought I could get away with just reading glasses, but now I need them all the time. So, oh well. So, yeah.
So we are introducing ourselves and just talking about the experience, and you've had a very different experience than everyone else.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing with Amazon is when you do a book launch, and Mila knows this also, you don't always know how it's gonna go. So you have plan A, and then if plan A doesn't work, you switch to plan B, and then if plan B doesn't work, you're on to plan C. And so that's exactly what happened. I think we were on plan W. I don't know, but yeah. And then, like she says, Amazon make changes, and what works with one book launch doesn't always work with the next one. And so it went fairly smooth from my perspective compared to some of the other book launches that I've done. But it's just, it's just a matter of keeping on top of Amazon and what are they going to throw at us next? So, and sometimes one person can do 3 orders. And like me, I was able to do 29 orders, but then, my niece went to go do some of the orders, and she got stopped at three orders. And so it just doesn't make any sense sometimes how Amazon works, but you just have to keep on top of it and just, just keep calm, keep cool, be patient, and just, okay, what's the next strategy we're going to do? So yeah, all good.
Got to be one step ahead of them. But I can tell you this book and this playbook would not have happened without Kelly Filardo. Believe me, because there were many days where, I was, having it's scary when you don't know what you're doing. And Kelly basically held my hand through everything, kept me calm.
Yeah.
Just we would never have been where we are. So should we tell everybody? Well, we'll wait. Who's left to introduce themselves, and then we're going to have some big announcements. So how many more do we have left for introductions, Olivia?
We got Amy in the house. So Amy just joined. Yay! We're going to spotlight you, Amy, once you get on camera.
Here I am.
There she is.
Where is she? There she is.
We're out of town, and we changed time zones, and I went onto Facebook. I'm like, oopsies, I'm supposed to be on there. So here I am. I'm with her.
Good to see you. It's good to see you. So we're just people are introducing themselves, just saying a little bit about their experience with the book, and a little bit about their chapters, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, well, great. I've read the whole book. I received mine last Sunday, and I read the whole thing. It's amazing. It's really good. I loved every story. Yeah, so I'm waiting on shipment of some more books here in the mountains. The weather's not cooperating, and I thought they would be here today. They're not going to be here till next Wednesday. So, and I'll be gone, but that's okay. But anyway, I think I actually, I traveled by air. My chapter is on my choir for people living with dementia and their care partners. And I brought a book on the airplane the other day, and I left a copy in the seat pocket, and I wrote a little note, and I said, "Oh, you found me. This book is free to a good home. My story is on page 161. Enjoy the other stories and pass it on." So who knows?
Smart idea. Hopefully somebody that needs to read it is the person who picks it up, right?
I mean, there's so many different stories that they're going to relate. Everybody's going to relate to something, if not all, if one or more than one. But so such different topics and different authors from different backgrounds. So I think it's really great.
I do too. I'm very proud of it. And it's nice to have you here, Amy. And thank you for being part of this experience. It's been great. So, and your chapter is awesome too. And lots of great information in there about, being a care partner and, with our loved ones with dementia. And is there a family that's not affected by that,
Yeah.
So. And yeah, so read all about Amy's stuff, because it's good stuff too. There's lots of learning and growth in this book, I think, for everybody, each of us authors, as well as the readers. So it's pretty exciting. So, okay. One more little shout out there to Tammy and Lois, who helped out with some orders as well. And we want to I just want to thank everybody who helped, because LaDonna, unfortunately, isn't on Zoom because her power went out with the wind. So unfortunately, she can't be with us right yet, but we're hoping she's going to make it. She's been a big part of the success of all of this as well. So Gina, you're not on camera, which is okay. Did you want to say anything or? No? All right. And we have one guest that doesn't want to be on camera either. So that's okay too. So anyway, so I think everybody has gone, right, Olivia, except you.
I want to say what an amazing team effort this was. Everyone really did their part in coming together, following all the directions on the restream, doing the author roundtables. I'm really proud of everyone for learning that technology and posting. So we had a lot of fun posts. I saw all of you, doing your part to post, and now it's time to get reviews. That's the next step.
Yeah,
we got the pre-orders in. Hallelujah. We made it through the pre-orders. We're published just in time for Christmas, which is what we wanted. And now we get to focus on writing reviews. And that will really help to build out your credibility and credentials going into the new year.
Exactly. And we should all write reviews too. You know, as you read a chapter and you want to write a review on that chapter, write it. If you want to write another one, great. And anybody who wants to write reviews, we'd really appreciate it. And
I know.
and you know, why not? So it's a good thing to do. So anyway, with that, I think we should make some announcements before we go any further. So who wants to do the announcements? I think maybe it should be Kelly.
Announcement? What announcement do you want me to make?
Nothing like putting someone on the spot on Zoom. Well, we thought we'd tell everybody what our rankings might have been in some different categories.
Oh, okay. Let's just see where we're at.
Well, I can say, maybe I should do it because I'm putting you on the spot, but I've been watching it pretty closely and we are number 1 in 6 categories between .ca and .com. So I'm pretty pumped with that because, you know, that's quite an achievement. And the Playbook, for everybody who is listening, and if you don't quite know what the Playbook is, it's kind of an accompanying journal. Can everybody see that?
Yep.
So it's an accompanying sort of journal activity, and we kind of did it so that everybody has you know, different sorts of things in it. So we didn't make it all pretty and even and all of that sort of stuff. It's all different because all of our authors are different. So we've got just some fun things in there. Some are fun, some are very serious for people to really you know, try out and see if, you know, they can benefit from them, because, you know, we've got health practitioners in our group. We've got, you know, people who specialize in addiction, like all sorts of things. So there's fun stuff. You can even color in there, thanks to Lois and her mandala. And then if you like to learn about your guides, there's stuff in there on that. You want to be a speaker, there's wonderful things on there, on writing, on publishing. So we just tried to make it sort of a variety, because, you know, yeah, you can get a book and you can have lots of pages to write in, and that's great. But we wanted to make this a little more value for everyone. And it actually can stand on its own. There is reference to many chapters in the books, but sorry about that. So there is some references to the chapters in the books, but for a lot of them, they stand on their own. So if you just wanted to get the Playbook first and order the book after, you can do that too, or vice versa. So, but yes, we made number 1 in 6 categories. And I think that's fairly impressive. And that's thank you to Kelly, and thank you to all the stories, because they all fit. So.
Well, and keep in mind too, that is just, Amazon only shows 3 categories. So it could be that we're number 1 in way more categories. It's just that it's not showing up. So yeah, but for sure we know 6. So that's fantastic. So thank you to all of you. And also thank you to Tammy, because she saved our butt. So thank you.
She saved our butt.
Well, and you know what was really cool is because of all of you guys' stories, that was why we were able to make it in so many different categories, which is the beautiful thing about it. Like a lot of people, when they do Amazon, they think they can only put their book into 2 categories, but you can actually be in up to 10. And what's cool is because of all the different unique stories, we're able to go in such a variety of categories. And that made it so much easier for this book to make it on the bestseller list. So yeah, so it's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. And we're boasting a little bit. What the heck, right? We're lifting each other up and lifting ourselves up, and it's all good. And it's really quite a gift at this time of year of celebration. So again, I'm very humbled. I'm very excited. And it doesn't stop here. Like Lois said, the WOW movement has begun, and we want everybody to be a part of that. We want everybody thinking wow. And for those of you who are just tuning in and maybe, well, what's this WOW business? WOW stands for Wonder, Openness, and Wisdom. And every story in the book has a summary that recaps what the author felt was the wow for them. And something else that's a little different about our book is we've invited our readers to get in touch with us. So our contact information is there. Reach out, let us know. You want to talk about the story, you want to start some dialogue, we'd love it. We'd love it. So participate with us, share what you think. That's the whole reason for the whole concept of WOW. And we join our Facebook page. For those of you who are already in it, great. I imagine Olivia's probably already put it on the screen on Facebook. I can't see it at the moment, but I imagine that it's out there. So it's called the WOW concept, and it's a public page, and we'd love to grow this in a big way. So join us there. So how about, I don't know, how about some prizes? Yes? Okay, Olivia, you're in charge.
So we're doing Wheel of Names, but I mean, we had over like 200 orders. So I think we're gonna have to cut them in half. Maybe do the first 100 and do the second 100. And what did you want to do for prizes for the first spin?
Well, how about I give away a $25 Amazon gift card?
Sounds like a plan. Awesome. 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 Okay. So give me one moment. I'm going to customize this Wheel of Names. Okay. All right. I think I've got everyone. Okay. It's going to be really small because I did the first 100 names. I've never had to do 100 names on the wheel before. So this will be very interesting. All right. Here we go. So the first spin will be for a $25 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Smash3 mentor Deborah Hollick. Here we go. Share my screen and share the sound. Okay.
Here we go. Oh,
Hang on.
no, we got the list there.
That's not the screen. This is the screen. Okay.
See,
So-
we have so many wonderful people that participated with us. We can't even see them.
I know, so many names.
Let's spin it.
Okay. So first, I'm going to shuffle, just so you guys all know this is not rigged. We're going to shuffle, close this ad. All right, shuffle the names one more time. Okay, here we go. Awesome. So Marnie Lynn Chubak, thank you so much for ordering the book. You are the recipient of the first $25 gift card. I'm glad the program reads the name for you. Otherwise, I was really squinting, even with my glasses.
Yeah, that's nice that it does that, right? Well, congratulations, Marnie Lynn Chubak. And thank you for being here today. Hopefully you're with us. Maybe give us a shout out if you're in the chat or wherever you might be. Let us know that you heard that you won. So there's some more prizes that are going to be coming up. I know Stuart has offered a prize, and Mila offered a prize. And then we're going to have some more draws for certificates and books and things like that. So, what do we want to do next?
Can we maybe do one of the exercises from the playbook?
Something light and easy, maybe.
Yes, something easy.
You got one picked out, I can tell.
Okay. All right. Any volunteers? From the playbook.
I had in there that to do 5 days of something that makes you laugh. Find something that makes you laugh. So if you could just look around or look at a family member. No. Just look around. look around at different things or something that maybe happened in your day to day that just made you smile or made you laugh or made you feel good. If you can, write that in the chat, in the chat, or leave it in the comments and say what made you feel good today, something like that.
That's great. And hey, that's a perfect segue into the fact that we have some laughter yogis here. So for those of you that don't know what laughter yoga is, I'm not going to explain it. They can explain it. But we've got Olivia and Katie and Amy as well, right? No, Amy, you're not. So just the two, I guess, with us today. But yeah, so laughter. Hey, what do they say? Laughter's the best medicine. So yeah, finding lots of things to laugh about, especially when we feel like crying. I think that's when we really have to try and find things to laugh about because it makes it easier. So Tony says, what was that, Tony?
My dancing chihuahua, when she gets off the bed and starts dancing on the carpet, I got 5 minutes to get her outside.
Or you'd be crying. You'll be laughing or you'll be crying. Okay, Kelly, thank you for coming and being here and for all your help.
Merry Christmas,
we'll talk
Kelly.
soon, okay?
Merry Christmas, Kelly.
Merry Christmas. Love you. Bye-bye. Can we, Olivia, can you mute everybody maybe? So that if they're... So yes, Kelly's a very, very busy lady. This isn't her only book launch that she's doing here before Christmas. I think she has 3 on the go and ours was one of them. So you can imagine how busy she is at the moment with Christmas 2 days away. So yeah. So yeah, so that was a fun one. Anybody else want to share? Lois, maybe you want to pull a card or something. Hey, that'll be fun.
I certainly can. And so somebody else go and I'll do some shuffling.
Okay.
I have an easy one. Everybody take your first name and put it down like Mila, M-I-L-A, and write a poem with a word after each letter. That's in my book, in the book. I did it with Shakespeare.
So many fun things we can do. How many people maybe listening on Facebook or listening to us or all of us here, how many of you ever got a magazine called Highlight or something similar when you were kids? Now, this is dating ourselves. I don't know if they still have the magazine. Somebody said they still do, but when I was a kid, I was lucky enough that my parents got me a subscription, and maybe it was like a prescription really, because I could hardly wait for it. And it was an educational magazine. It wasn't just, so there was fun things, but you were learning while you were having fun. So that's kind of how the Playbook was kind of the idea for it came was, okay, let's just do it different. Let's have these things in it and let's have a variety. So we hope people are going to enjoy it and have some fun there. So, yeah. All right. So.
All right. I have a card.
All righty. So for those of you who never met Lois, I'm going to just give a little preface here. Lois is a psychic artist, and she draws people's guides for whoever comes through when you're having a session with her, either on Zoom or in person. So depending on where you live and whatnot. So she has, through the guides that Lois has, she has developed a beautiful deck that is just absolutely wonderful. So that's why I asked her to pull a card for all of us. So who's our guide? Yeah, there's the deck.
So the guide today is King Abram. And actually, I'm not going to read the full card because, but clearly the mantra that he says is, I clearly communicate my wisdom and desires. And he's all about taking off the mask, like taking off our masks, and like the snake that sheds the skin for growth. And so I just feel like it's really appropriate for the book, because here we are telling our stories. And sometimes those stories aren't easy to tell, to put out to the world. And so congrats for everybody doing that. And he is an Egyptian guide that had come through quite a few years ago for somebody when I first started drawing. And I love the crystal associated, which is Larimar, and it's really about the emotional cleanser. How we tell our stories can help us release things, and in turn we help others. So just gotta love that.
Excellent. Thank you, Lois. Yeah, so there you go. Yes, this is certainly fitting for this guide to come through with the book. And I do say in the beginning of the book, in the introduction, that it is a divinely inspired and guided book, because everybody who participated in this book, some people who wanted to be in the book decided not to be in the book. Other people who didn't even know about the book right away joined in toward the end. And it's been wonderful. So I think we got the right group, and this is going to be part of a series of books. So we are the inaugural group, and I'm impressed with all of you. So I'm so glad I got to share this with you. And for everybody who's listening, we just really appreciate anybody spending their time with us, because time is a precious thing that none of us ever get back. So, anybody taking the time to spend with us is very important. And we thank you for that as well. And the time to read our stories and share with us. That's important. We really, really appreciate it. So, all right, Miss Olivia, what else would you like to do while we're doing this? You're the woman in charge of this call.
Okay, I think it's time for some laughter yoga. Come on, Katie. Let's get them going. All right, so we're gonna do it's in the playbook, and I talk about hearty laughter exercises full of heart, and it's a good cardiovascular workout for you as well too. And this first laughter exercise is we're gonna send love. We're gonna throw up our love and tenderness and send out love, and then also receive love, right? Because we have to keep those in balance. So giving, but also taking time to receive. So everybody have those antennas up. I'm easy because I got my candy canes, but antennas up and start sending out love.
This is crazy. You guys are crazy. That is crazy.
And make sure you receive love too.
On permanent camera, make it. Oh, goodness.
Awesome. Thank you for humoring us. But yeah, Katie, say a few words, because you work with a lot of cardiac heart patients and rehabilitation, and using laughter as one of your modalities.
Correct. I've also been doing a lot of presentations lately. One thing we've been doing is most people know the Christmas songs like Deck the Halls with boughs of holly. Instead of going la la la, the first one we do ha 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 ha. Next one's he and ho 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 ho. So we can do that. You want to try that? So
yes, let's. Everybody.
It is
Everybody
the
off
holiday
mute.
spirit. Ready? So deck the halls with boughs of holly. Ha 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 ha. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Ha 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 ha. Down we now our gay apparel. Ha 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 ha.
I don't know, you guys. I'm not sure this is a good thing for Zoom. But I think it would be good for cardiac patients.
Yeah. Well, even
Deborah, if I could just interject. So my choir that I talked about worked on met online for years, and yes, you have to mute, but whenever it was someone's birthday, we unmuted. And yes, it sounds kind of horrifying, like you just witnessed, but it always brings a laugh. So in the right time, it's okay to do an unmuted sing, but most of the time, you're right, Deborah. It's a little off.
Well, I think it's fun and it's great. And I think that when you're in a group, and I think it'd be really good for a cardiac patient who's having a stress test to have that, because it's probably a good thing to start laughing. So I think let's do a couple more prizes. Stuart offered a gift to someone on the wheel. Stuart, why don't you tell us about that? And we'll draw for it next if you're okay with that.
I'm okay with that. It's in the spirit of the new year, new start, etc., etc. I think that many people set resolutions which are not really meaningful to them. They have an idea, but they've not really connected to what it is they really want. So I'd like to offer them a free coaching session to discover what it is they really want from their life, and find a strategy to get there, and also help to unearth what things are holding them back without them realizing it. So, that for me is very exciting.
That's wonderful. And Stuart is great to work with. I'm telling you, I can attest to working with Stuart. He's helped me in many ways, and I really appreciate that. So, Stuart, what's the value of one of your coaching sessions that you're offering?
What's the value of a life change to somebody?
Yeah, well, that's true. But what would you charge somebody?
But I would normally charge something like $300-400 for one of those sessions, because it is a very deep and special thing, and it's personalized to every individual. It's not a cookie cutter thing. We get quite deep and see what really is a challenge, and see how they can grow from there.
Perfect. So how about we spin the wheel, Amy?
Yes, I've got the wheel ready to go. So we're going to spin the wheel, and this will be for a one-on-one coaching with Stuart.
Yeah, and just so people know who are listening, whoever wins, that name will be given to the person who's given the prize, and then they will reach out and get in touch by email. So. So
yes, and you've got the emails for everybody, right? If we have their name, and you'll connect them with Stuart.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah, we have their names. I have emails.
All right, and away we go. Here we go. So share screen. All right, I'm going to shuffle this one more time. I love how it's Tony,
So
get
that's
blessed.
Lois knows Tony.
Congratulations.
I know Tony too, but Lois knows her well, so that's great.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking forward to get to know her as well. So, congratulations, Tony.
Yay, awesome. Yay for Tony. I love how it was like ticking at the end. Tick, tick, tick. It was so suspenseful.
Yeah, it does that. It just slows right down, and then you think it's going to stop, and then tick, it like scares you almost, because you think it stopped. It's like sort of like Wheel of Fortune. That's what's so much fun about this wheel. So okay, so how about I'm going to do another one as well, and everybody stay tuned, because toward the end, just before we leave, we're going to announce which of our authors. We had a little contest amongst our authors for who would encourage the most pre-orders, because we had a goal of what we wanted to reach for pre-orders. And so as a team, we really banded together. So stay tuned, because we get to announce that, and I'm very excited about that. So, okay, I'm going to do another $25 one for Amazon gift card.
Sounds good.
Gift card.
All right, we're going to spin the wheel. Shuffle up. And this is for a $25 Amazon gift card, courtesy of Smash D mentor Deborah J. Holland.
Mm-hmm. I love this wheel. And I love the live life and wow in the center, because this is wow for sure. gotta be one of Katie's.
Yay, Kevin Mack, congratulations. Awesome. So fun.
It is fun. So, who else would like to share something? Who's got something coming up that maybe we want to share with the public, maybe with the people who are here that might be of value to them?
I do. I have my Write Your Short Book in a Day coming up on September 14th. And that's a lot of fun. You come and we write all day, and a lot of people finish their short book in that one day and
September?
start
Did
their
you
long
say?
book. Yeah.
September?
It's
January.
January 14th.
Oh,
And then
you
I'm
said
also doing
September.
a speaking class
January
on
14th.
yeah. And January 7th, right before that, I'm doing a speaking class where I give you tons of gigs, and we talk about tech and all of that, since my grandmother taught Eleanor Roosevelt to speak and taught me later. And I speak on 1 or 2 gigs a week. So I'm trying to help people find those same gigs, and to be speaking more about your book, about your project, about your coaching. So I'm just teaching them. So the January 7th is speech class. It's all on my website, milajohansson.com. And then Write Your Short Book. Everybody loves Write Your Short Book. I do it 4 times a year. People flip out about that class.
They're good fun. Learning from Mila. She knows a lot. So I was so happy when we worked on Cinderella Monologues, which is another great book, by the way, that also is a bestseller. And several of us are in Cinderella Monologues, burying our hearts and souls. And Mila taught us an awful lot about writing, how to write well and how to edit well and things to watch out for. So, there's lots of learning that goes on when you're writing as well. So it all the way around, we bare our souls, but we learn and we grow, and it's hard to be vulnerable, but we do it because we know that somewhere out there's somebody that needs to hear our story. So yeah, that's part of what we want to do and what we want to share with everyone. So Tony, you've got some stuff coming up.
I've got almost too much, but I'm going to just put you a bunch of links in there. So tonight at 7:00 Central, 5:00 Pacific is the last pitch party for the Easy Way family. So if you guys have something you want to pitch, or just want to come in and watch a bunch of movie stars and celebrities pitch their stuff and get to know them, just come on and have some fun. That's starting tonight. Oh, that's it tonight. Starting and ending tonight, because that's the last one for 2022. That's the Easy Way Awards pitch party. And then of course,
pitch, by the way, that's what's a P. Yeah. Pitch.
Pitch.
I just want to make sure everybody's aware of that.
Oh my God, Deborah.
Katie's just cracking right up.
Oh yeah.
Just want to make sure.
So, yeah, that was the other one is usually referred to as wine and whine, but yes. So we have wine and whine parties as well. So you're welcome to come over with that one. The Easy Way Awards is happening on the 30th of December. And you've never been to one of these awards, I promise you. Having been a producer for the Grammys and some other things, this is, we've got about 53 awards that they're giving out to a bunch of movie stars and a bunch of singing stars. We've got a bunch of performances, and all of it is being done in our virtual stream world. So if you want to see what the metaverse looks like, you got free tickets from us to go see the Golden Gala Awards. We even have paparazzi at the Golden, and you all get to walk through the golden carpet in avatar form, which is really cute. So, I challenge you to start 2020, end 2022 and start 2023, understanding what the metaverse brings you virtually. And then, of course, a week of kindness and gratitude. And Deborah has so honorably, Deborah and Lois have all volunteered to become hosts and interviewers for some of our wonderful speakers on that. So there's your challenge, guys. If you're ready to be seen, heard, and grow your business. Let's play. So Standout Stars is for you. And I love working with you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony. And that's how I met Mila. Remember I said I met Mila through Week of Kindness. I actually interviewed Mila. And we just hit it off so well and had so much fun during the interview. And then the next year, I asked Mila to interview me. And so it was, great fun again. So, we go back and forth and that sort of stuff. But the speakers on Week of Kindness and the prizes that people give away.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, you can get so much free stuff. So, and good quality things that are offered, as well as talks. And so you get to sign up, but they're all pre-recorded. So you don't have to worry, I have to be on at this time. I have to do that. And Tony very generously makes them available for a considerable length of time. And you can buy the VIP program, which is extremely nominal price-wise.
Yeah.
So you have a whole year of access to them. So where do you get that, right? Whole year of access to.
Well, and we're repurposing, Miss Deborah. We're kicking off the SOS, the Standout Stars TV show. We have a network where we'll be looking for speakers on TV. And that's launching in January as well. So we're already booking guests for the TV show. And there's one of them is called weekofkindness.tv, which is already got 367 episodes of all the past interviews we've ever done. They are being repurposed to the new TV show. So is that fun? I mean, hopefully you guys are ready to keep rocking and rolling because you're going to be out there again. So thank you.
Well, and this is just the beginning of your stories. You don't want to just stop with the book. You've taken the time and had the courage and to write these stories and to share them with the world. You want to keep sharing them. You want to keep getting your name out there. You're going to be in more books. You want to spread the word for your businesses, right? That's what we've said. Like, we want to help people, but we want to help each other and ourselves too. This is a mutual admiration society here where we want to help each other. We want to support as best we can. Now, we're not going to be able to work with everybody because there might not be a fit, but we want to work amongst each other as much as we can and support one another. So speaking of that, I want Teresa to go next because I love that little guy sitting there. So Teresa, I'm putting you on the spot and I want you to talk about your stuff.
Well, yes, you are putting me on the spot a little. What can I say? I love making teddy bears. And this little teddy bear that's behind me is made out of squirrel. And it took me a long time to figure out that he was out of squirrel. And yes, I would say that there is a lot of squirrels in this little guy. And there was two I made from one short length coat. This guy is about 18 inches. And my story is how teddy bears found me. And they speak to me and they come alive as I work with them and have fun with them and create memories for people and get to share them back with their families and loved ones and create a legacy for people.
And she does them out of fur, but you're also going to be doing them out of other fabrics, right?
This is correct. Starting in the new year, I'm in the process of designing a new bear that can be made from anything that's a loved piece of fabric. So jacket, wedding dress, baby blanket, a minky, all kinds of things. And so these bears that I make out of fur are jointed, so their arms and legs and head moves. But the one that I'm designing for the new year release is going to be just completely sit in a sitting position. So it'll be child friendly and you won't have to worry about the glass eyes that I put in my fur bears. So, and I'm hoping that people will want to reach out if they have some special fabric that they want to turn into a teddy bear that they can love and hug and remember the person who wore whatever the garment was that they had and make a legacy starting for themselves.
Sounds great. It's exciting. And you know, memory bears are very important because, you know, when we say goodbye to someone physically, it's just so wonderful to just have that bear that you can hug in those times when maybe you miss them. Maybe you want them handy, or even if, you know, it's something like the person doesn't have to be gone. The person doesn't have to have made their transition. It can be, you know, maybe it's your daughter or your son that's living on the other side of a country or the world, and you just want to be that much closer to them, or your parent, or whoever, right? So there's lots of reasons. And in the playbook, Teresa submitted a wonderful exercise to help people start thinking of this. So I think our authors are even going to love this big time because they haven't experienced that either. So anybody who's listening, by all means, you want to get that playbook and check it out. And you can get a hold of Teresa at teddymybear.com. So reach out to her, and you know, if you want to, you know, and I suggest if you are looking to have it done, you want to get in touch with her soon. She gets very booked up, so you don't want to be on too long a waiting list. So you want to get in there and get your stuff in there for sure, because she goes in order of what comes. It's you know, there's no priority service there. You get in there and you wait your turn. So that's how it kind of works. So again, it's teddymybear.com. This one of our authors, Rick, unfortunately isn't able to be here with us today, but Rick is a photographer and he does beautiful digital photography, and he has taken the pictures that are on teddymybear.com, and his chapter in the book is wonderful too. And he's got a picture in there. Oh my goodness, when you look at that picture, it's just, I don't know how to describe it really. It just makes you feel like you're right there walking down the street with that man. So again, take a look at that and enjoy it, because it's pretty special. So unfortunately, he had a family emergency and wasn't able to join us. I'm just going to go off camera here first. Well, I'm going to stay on camera, but I'm going to look for something because Michelle, one of our authors, has been really going through some major family things, but she sent me something to read. So can I do that, Olivia?
Yes, go ahead and do that. I'm going to spin the wheel twice for Mila's program. So one for the speaking class coming up and one for the Write Your Short Book in a Day coming up.
Okay, but can I just read this first?
Oh, did you already find it?
Yep.
Oh, I thought you needed to be off camera.
Well, no, I found it quickly. So Michelle Smith has her company's called Birth Ease, and she is a birth, breath, and death doula. So she really holds sacred space for people. And right now, her stepfather just passed away. She's been dealing with a lot of grief and loss. So she says, I'm currently walking through the sacred thresholds of death, grief, loss, and transition with the sudden passing of my stepfather, an unexpected move, and my daughter's knee injury. There's been much loss for my family and me this year. It is teaching me to hold space in a more profound way. So she is giving everything she can to the people around her, and she, you know, that's really where she needs to be at the moment. So yeah, so I hope everybody's okay with that. But her chapter is on breath, birth, breath, and death. And when I was editing that chapter, I felt like I was right there. So for Amy, you've read the story. How did you feel?
Yeah, that was it was an intense story without giving much away. For my third child, I had a doula, and she really was helpful. And so I related with Michelle's story in that way. Mm-hmm. And also because I work with older adults, you know, there's a lot of that in my life too, lots of loss in that way, loss of life or transition. And, and so I think I really related with, like I said, with her story, because you can't avoid it. It happens. And if you breathe through it, like she said, it helps.
Yeah, her story is so powerful. It is just like I say, there's a Stuart's story as well. I said before, I felt like I was holding my breath when I was reading Stuart's story. You know, it's like, it's,
Yeah.
I'm just so impressed with the stories. I know I keep saying that, and I tend to sound like a broken record, but I can't help it. I'm just really, really proud and really honored to be amongst this group of people. I really am. And I guess I'll be saying wow a lot longer, because that's my word. People say, what's your word for the year? That's my word. It's my word every year.
Yeah,
So,
Deborah, I had an interesting new wow that was delivered to me last night. I
oh,
was speaking to a gentleman in Nigeria who's very involved with mental health. And his goal for the next year or two is to create a radio station in Nigeria to get the message to the more rural areas where they don't have internet or cell phones or general electricity, so that he can help people in that direction. I thought it was just such a wonderful idea. And at the moment, he's just planning how to raise the funds to set the whole thing up. So just by aligning our energies in this way, all sorts of opportunities open up for everybody. So I think it's just beautiful that we're all together and we've got this collective energy, which is just growing. So it's beautiful.
yeah. I'm going to ask all of you a question, just curiosity wise. This just came to me. So since starting to get involved with the book, and Stuart, I think that's wonderful. And maybe, this fellow, maybe you'll be on his show and stuff to help people too. I think will be wonderful. So
I'm sure there's many people here who could help.
Oh, I'm sure
just
there
by,
are. Yes,
sharing their
yes.
stories. So we've got to get a copy of the book to him. I'll organize that as well.
That'd be great. And yeah, maybe we can get lots of people there going wow as well. I think there's wow in every language. We've talked about that on one of the roundtables. And that's one of the, when I spoke at Columbia University, that was part of my talk was wow. And in every language, I believe in, I'm not going to say I've researched it or been some expert on it, because I'm not, but I just really believe there's some form of expression of wow. So speaking of that, I want to ask everybody here and the audience who might be listening, since you've heard of the book, and since you started working with me and with the book, do you find yourself saying wow more often? And do you find yourself thinking wow more often, which is wonder, openness, and wisdom? Because again, the whole purpose of it is to find the wonder, the openness, and the wisdom in all our circumstances. And I know that's not easy when life's not dealing out too much fun. But if we can find that wow, it does somehow make it a little more palatable, I think. So I'm just curious, do you find yourself saying wow more than maybe you did before?
I do.
Definitely.
I do. And I actually do pay attention now how many times I hear the word wow and what it represents. So yeah. It's kind of like when you buy a new car and you've never seen a red car before. You buy a red car and then it's everywhere.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because that's our dominant vibration, right?
exactly.
So Olivia, you were going to say something.
No, definitely. I love being in the element of wow. And I think of ways to make others go wow. So I'm always doing things in secret to elicit wow from others.
It's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, so that's 3 people. Anyone else want to share? It's up to you.
I was at the mall today trying to get last minute Christmas shopping done, and I saw some children. There was 4 children that this mother had, and I thought, wow, she's got 4 kids Christmas shopping, like 3 days to go. And then, but it was watching the kids' faces when they saw something that they were attracted to or that they liked, and it was, wow, Mom. And it was, it was just the amazement and the wonder on their faces. And that was, I don't know, it just made my heart warm just to see their little faces light up. And yeah, that made me feel good. And to hear how many times the kids said wow, and then everybody else said, wow, look at that, or wow, look at this. Yeah, I do hear it a lot more often now.
Well, when we're aware of something and once we've consciously made it a thought process of it, then yes, we see and hear it even more. And that's because, again, it's our dominant vibration. So I love that. So, okay, we were going to do a spin the wheel for Mila. She's got her 2 things that she's offered. One of them is she's going to give her wonderful book that is her grandmother's book. And you want to talk about a story, you want to read From Cowgirl to Congress, because there's a story there for sure. It's another great book. So Mila is graciously giving that away. So go ahead, Olivia, spin that wheel.
Mila, did you want to do 3 spins? Because you have the 2
do
classes
3.
and the
It'll
book.
be fun. It'll make
Oh, you
it
want to
fun.
do all
spins.
3 in a row?
Whatever you want. You guys are the boss.
No, you graciously offered the prize. We're going to do it. We're going to do it the way you want to do it. So if you want to do 3 in a row, let's just do it.
All right, here we go. 3 in a row for Mila Johansson. All right, shuffle. The first spin will be the Cowgirl to Congress book. Here we go.
Congratulations, Trudy. Are you on with us, maybe?
I will need
Yay,
an address
Trudy.
for this one, a physical address.
Physical address. Okay, we'll make sure to connect you, Mila. All right, so address. Next up, we're spinning now for the first class Mila's offering in January 7th. That is the speaking workshop. So here we go.
Speaking workshop.
Is that your sister, Deborah, Jane?
My sister-in-law.
Okay, congratulations, Jane.
Yeah, I'm not, I
Wonderful.
don't know if it might be her cup of tea, but can she gift it to someone else if she wanted?
Oh, yes, for sure. That'd be great.
All right, so, and then next up, we have the Write Your Short Book in a Day workshop on January 14th, also with Mila. So shuffling this.
So this is, what was that for?
Edward Powell. This is for the Write Your Short Book in a Day. All right, awesome. We did get confirmation from Marnie. So Marnie commented on Facebook that she is delighted to receive the gift card. She never wins anything. So this is your gift, Marnie. Congratulations.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
That's
All
great.
right.
Well, thank you, Mila, for offering those generous prizes. Wow. That is really, really wonderful. So everybody's going to be happy to get those for sure. So that's great. Yeah. So, okay, we are past the top of the hour already. So I think that we've probably got a lot of people who, you know, might have to be dealing with kids to bed that might be listening, and people who want to go and eat their dinner because they might just be getting a little bit hangry. And some of us have to be ready to be on easy way. So if there's anybody who wants to join in with that tonight, let us know. If there's anybody in the audience that wants the link, let us know as well. And we can make sure we get that to you. It's a fun, it's a couple of hours. You don't necessarily have to stay till the end if you don't want to, but it's really great to hear everybody, because the people are very kind and helpful, and everybody wants to help everybody and connect with everybody. So it's fun. So I'm excited. This is my second time only being on the call, but we had so much fun last time, and people get to, you know, say their little 30-second pitch. That's what it is, pitch with a P. And it's awesome. It's, you know, it's a free event to say what you do and get to talk to all these people. And when you become a member, you can post on your wall, and there's just so much. So I'm not going to go into it because Eric explains everything just wonderfully. So yeah, let us know if you want to be on there. And if tonight doesn't work out, hey, we got the new year coming up. So it's a great thing to be part of. And so I think I had said, so I offered the 2 gift cards. Was I supposed to offer 3? Did I say 3? I want to give away a copy of Cinderella Monologues because there's a lot of really great stories and there's lots of us in there. So I want to send Cinderella Monologues to somebody. So can we do another spin of the wheel?
Absolutely. Let's do it. All right. So this is for Cinderella Monologues, autographed by Deborah Hollick.
Well, maybe not, but
Shuffle and spin.
all right, we'll get that to Arlene.
Congratulations, Arlene Kirkpatrick. Wonderful. Excellent. And then did you want to announce the contest winner of our
I
book?
do. I am so excited. So first of all, everybody, we had a goal to sell a minimum of 100 copies of our book. Of the book, the playbook. If we sold lots of that, we were happy with that too. But the book, Live Life and Wow, Nuggets of Wonder, Openness, and Wisdom. And we, as a group, we surpassed that number with flying colors. So I am so excited to announce our winner. Somebody give me a drum roll. Come on, there's got to be a drum roll somewhere. There's Miss Olivia. And our winner is Teresa Bruner.
Way to go, Teresa.
Teresa. Congratulations,
Wow.
Teresa.
Wow, I'm amazed.
You sold the most pre-orders.
Oh my gosh, I am so grateful for my people who supported me in this venture, and I'm just, wow.
So
Wow.
Teresa also gets a $25 Amazon gift certificate. So it's an electronic gift certificate. So yeah, it's congratulations. She worked hard. You know, she sold 20. That's a lot. So she had a lot of support, and we appreciate all those people supporting us as well. And everybody who's purchased a book and, you know, in the pre-orders and who goes to Amazon and purchases now, we just really, really want to say thank you, and we appreciate it. And how excited we are when we're starting to do our Live Life and Wow events. So we want people to be part of that. We want you to tell your stories at the events if you want to, because people are going to get a chance to be in the audience, and if they want to come up and tell their stories. And we are going to have lots of prizes. There's going to be an affiliate with charity. And so it's going to benefit a whole lot of people. And you'll get to see our authors again and talk to them and that sort of stuff. So we want to start this movement of Live Life and Wow. We want to help people start thinking differently. We want to help people getting excited. And I want to mention one more thing. For everybody who purchased a book, LaDonna Maccabee, who unfortunately her power went out, so she isn't able to join us. And I feel really sad about that because she's done so much work on our Facebook page and everything. And it's just been you know, wonderful. So LaDonna has offered, and this was on our Facebook page. If you go to our the WOW Concept Facebook page, you'll see it on there too. but we will be sending out a newsletter with the link so that you can get either a $5 if you purchase the book or a $10 electronic certificate for her store. And she has this wonderful little store. She has vintage, new, and like new items. And so she's offered this to everybody who purchased a book. So we're going to send out that email in due course. And if you're interested, you can click on the link and shop to your heart's content. And that is absolutely wonderful. So yeah. And Mila, you also did send me a link for us to put in the newsletter. Do you want to tell people what that's about?
What link was that?
I think it was for your book, your ebook.
You mean for the
101 surprising tips.
Oh yeah. You mean as a gift right now?
Well, you offered it to everybody who bought a book, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just tell people what it's about.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm giving away so many things and publishing so many books right now. I'm a little confused, but that's all good. It's 101 Surprising Tips is a book I put together about how to write your book and publish it and go through a lot of different ways of doing it. And, you know, you guys were talking about, you may not know this, but it's called reverse shoplifting, where one of the ideas at the end of the book, it's really wild. You go into Barnes and Noble and you put your books on the shelves in the category it's supposed to be in. So someone picks up the book, they go to the front and they go, we want to buy this book. Well, we don't have this book. Okay, well, we better get this book. So I put in a lot of stuff like that. You know, I have funny chapter names, to blog or not to blog. And everyone can have a copy of that. It's a wonderful book. I actually gave away, it's my giveaway. I've given away 5,000 before I actually printed it on summits and podcasts where I speak, because they all want something from you. So it's actually a very, I probably have a lot more to say now, but it's very comprehensive. Oh, don't let it blow your mind. Just do one thing at a time.
Yeah, don't try all 101. Not all at the same time. Anyway, thank you, Mila. We appreciate that. So for everybody who's bought a book as well, I'm not going to say when it's coming out exactly, but when we can get it out, we're going to do a nice little recap of some things and, you know, in there, and thanking you, of course, for purchasing the book and being part of, and we'll let you know, about some future plans that we've all got for the movement. And we want everybody to live life in wow. And there's Olivia holding up the books, looking fabulous. Everybody's got them. Everybody hold your books up.
Take a picture. Take a screenshot.
Somebody take a screenshot.
All right,
Tammy, can you take a screenshot?
stand still. I'll take it. Here we go. Hang on. Got it. But Amy's covering her eyes.
I think my books were covering my face. Oh, well, the book is supposed to be the star, not us. So it's okay. So I think we've given away lots of prizes. It's so exciting that we made it to #1 in 6 categories. I am thrilled and honored to share this experience with each and every one of you and all of our readers and everybody who's decided to join in today, and all the round tables and everything like that. So thank you all very much for being with us, and it's just been fabulous. So again, thank you so much. And I think with that, are we ready to just say Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, any other celebrations people are celebrating? Let's just celebrate because we can. We don't need a special occasion. Let's just wow all over the place, right? You may not celebrate in certain parts of the world, but hey, why not just, celebrate anything. Celebrate the fact that you got up this morning. That's reason enough to celebrate in my book. Anybody? Thank you, Tony. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Anybody
Have
run
fun.
any last minute things to say? Say it now or forever hold your peace.
Buy more books.
Yeah, buy more books and please
Buy
leave
more books.
reviews on Amazon. Thank you, everybody. Love you all.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye
Happy
now.